News tonight at 11. New details now emerging in the Mueller report.
In fact, it is everything the special counsel found during a 2-year investigation into Russian meddling in the 2016 election, and if President Donald Trump or his campaign helped in any way.
Yeah, this redacted report is lengthy, 448 pages. It was released to the public about 12 hours ago.
And tonight, the president is claiming victory. Democrats, though, in Congress, they want to see the unredacted report. So tonight, here are the main findings of the investigation. There's no evidence that President Trump or anyone in his campaign colluded with Russia. It did find an organized effort by Russian operatives to interfere in the election.
Mueller says there's not enough evidence to clearly say one way or another if the president obstructed justice. This report says the president's efforts to obstruct were stopped because his staffers would not carry out his orders.
It specifically mentions 10 incidents of attempted obstruction. Those include former FBI Director James Comey refusing to end an investigation. Also, then White House lawyer Don McGahn threatening to quit when the president asked him to fire Mueller.
This report does not clear the president of obstruction. It says if we had confidence that the president clearly did not commit obstruction of justice, we would so state. It goes on to say while this report does not conclude the president committed a crime, it also does not exonerate him.
And another section recounts what the president said when former Attorney General Jeff Sessions told him about the special counsel investigation. According to Sessions, the president said, "Oh my God, this is terrible. This is my end of my presidency. And that's when he used an expletive. Today, the president had a different reaction.
And they're having a good day. I'm having a good day, too. It was called no collusion, no obstruction. But I said in front of my friends, this should never happen to another president again. This hoax, this should never happen to another president again. Thank you.
Now, in the Mueller report, we saw the president's written answers to questions from the special counsel. Mueller says the president's answers were inadequate, but the special counsel didn't want to subpoena the president. Mueller asked about a reported meeting at Trump Tower between members of the campaign and a Russian spy. He also asked about Russian hacking, WikiLeaks email dumps, the Trump Moscow project, and any contact with Russia during the campaign or the transition. President Trump answered, "I do not recall or I have no recollection" to many of those answers. He says he had no knowledge of the Trump Tower meeting. The president also went on to say he was just joking when he asked Russians to hack into Hillary Clinton's email server. If you'd like to read the president's written answers tonight, it's near the end of the Mueller report, and we've got it posted for you on WTHR.com.